What's up, guys? Joe White here with a little pre-recorded video for you here with some news. All the news that is news here. Major implications this week surrounding the WWE and their broadcasting rights in 2019. Their current contract with USA is running out in late 2019. I believe it's September or October 2019. So it has WWE having basically the next 2 years looking for a new broadcast home if they want one. Interesting thing about this is they actually got more money the last time these negotiations were up, and they got more money per year to keep their programming on USA, and of course keeping that third hour. The vulnerable journalist reports that basically Dave Meltzer's reporting that, yeah, I know he's not the most popular guy right now, but he's reporting that Fox holds a serious interest in either picking up TV rights or purchasing the company outright. I don't think that's going to happen. Or it might happen if Vince does this football deal. Who knows? That's a whole different video in and of itself. This, in parallel with the upcoming Facebook Live Mix Match Challenge experiment, indicates that the WWE product remains an incredibly lucrative proposition for a variety of minted platforms broadcasting major exposure. The Fox currently carries UFC, which Meltzer understands isn't necessarily a stumbling block to any potential deal, but it is laboring over a decision to renew that deal, which UFC expected or at least wanted to be completed by now. Triple H held a summit with the head of Fox Sports last year, and it seems like those talks were productive, if still firmly in the territory of preliminary. This, of course, is coming from What Culture. Basically, what happens is if they remain with USA, they will remain 3 hours. The reason why a lot of fans are wanting this deal with Fox to happen is because if they go to Fox, and let's say they go on Fox, here's the deal. Fox itself, they just sold a bunch of their assets to Disney. Okay? So what they sold off was like the Fox movie studios, 21st Century Fox, 20th Century Fox, Fox Searchlight, FX is going to Fox, or is going to Disney. FXX is going to Disney. However, the main Fox broadcasting network, where Family Guy, The Simpsons, everything like that, that's staying with Fox. That's staying with Rupert Murdoch and all them. Fox Sports and Fox News are also staying with Rupert Murdoch and his whole company. So when you sell off a bunch of your assets for $60 million, you're going to want to do something with that money. I mean, obviously they sold it because they couldn't no longer, they weren't in financial trouble. It's Rupert Murdoch, for crying out loud. But it wasn't making him probably as much money as it used to. But that's not to say Rupert Murdoch's completely out of the game and doesn't want to make money off of what he has left. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to, again, earn money off what they have left. And WWE is certainly a way to do that. If they can get on Fox on Monday nights from 8 to 11, or 8 to 10 even, because Fox does their news at 10. That's one thing people don't realize. Fox does their news at 10 o'clock instead of 11 for the local affiliates. If they do Raw from 8 to 10, they get rid of that increasingly boring third hour. Oh my God, that thing is so... And let's make one thing clear. A lot of people fail to realize this. WWE does not want that third hour. WWE does not want that third hour. USA pretty much said, here, we'll give you a bunch more money if you go to 3 hours. USA ordered that third hour from them. So what this would mean is if they could get on network television, they'd be seen in more homes, because there's still a lot of people out there that do not have cable or satellite. Think about that. There's still a lot of people out there that do not have cable or satellite. And they use those converter boxes, or they buy an HTV that has one in it, and all they get is the local channels. So if they could get on Fox on Monday nights between 8 and 10, Fox has something to compete with Monday Night Football. Granted, they're going to lose every week because football's a monster. But it gives them, maybe they do, and maybe even they do put Tuesday night, SmackDown over there, SmackDown Live on there. Who knows? But I am actually for Fox getting the WWE rights. I really am. Because that third hour, it loses, it drops every week. It's people who just fall asleep at the end of hour two and just leave the TV on. I think Fox I don't know if Fox is going to give them more money off the bat. Maybe Fox works out a deal with them of, okay, we'll give you 2 hours, and if your ratings improve, if you could do better here than what you did at USA, we'll give you more money in year 2, year 3, whatever. I'm sure that's not the way these things work, but it's always a possibility. Again, I strongly believe, though, that as much as I want them to go to Fox, where does that leave UFC? Rumors are that UFC is going to ESPN. ESPN is very, very interesting in UFC. How crazy is it that they're going to go to ESPN, which is owned by Disney, which is the company that Fox, just sold a majority of their assets to? That's interesting. Who knows? Leave a comment down below what you think is going to happen. Me personally, I think they'll stay on USA. I think we'll get that same damn 3-hour long novella every Monday night, and nothing will change. They'll get more money. It's still USA's. USA really has no original shows anymore, like Burn List and Psych is gone. Royal Pains is gone. All that stuff, Burn Notice, all that stuff is gone now. All they have is that damn Chrisley dude who just got one of his shows canceled. So he's even waning. I can't stand the guy. But USA really wants to hold on to WWE. I think they're their highest rated show. Who knows what's going to happen in 2019? Who knows? Before we move on to our next story here, I'd like to remind you that this show, or this channel, is brought to you by American Lucha Designs, the official, unofficial sponsor of my other show that I do every Wednesday, the official, unofficial CWF Mid-Atlantic After Show. If you need any graphic designing done, if you're a wrestler who needs merchandise made, or if you're a wrestler or a wrestling company that needs any graphic designing done, if you're a fellow podcaster / radio host like myself that needs anything done, hit them up at American Lucha on Twitter for more information. That's American Lucha Designs. Our next story, of course, hit late today, and that's Paige. Her in-ring career looks to be over, and this is according to Mike Johnson, a PW Insider. Paige was informed by WWE this week that she will not be cleared to return to the ring following her most recent injury. Paige, who is 25 years old, was reportedly given the news on Monday, and multiple sources are saying that she's done as an in-ring wrestler. The situation is similar to what happened with Edge back in 2011, and I got to say, this is a heartbreaker for me, because I like Paige, I like her work, always have. She always said that, she came out as the first anti-diva. She was the one that really started the women's, quote-unquote, women's revolution in wrestling, if you ask me. She was the figurehead that spearheaded the whole thing by being the anti-diva. I'm not going to be a blonde-headed, tan fitness model. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but she was going to, stray from the status quo. And she succeeded for the most part, I think. Her and AJ Lee, I got to say, her and AJ Lee were just the spearheads for this, but Paige stuck around longer. And she just came back from another injury. She spent a year or two out with a neck injury, and we all know the exploits of her and Alberto Del Rio when they were together. And I just really hope that they continue to have her backstage in a role, like an agent role. Somebody on Twitter today suggested commentary for her for women's matches, which would be cool. Every time there's a women's match, she comes in and does commentary, kind of like how Mike Tenay used to come in for the cruiserweight matches back in the day, because he actually could understand and who was who, and actually gave a damn. So who knows? Paige could maybe be on commentary if she takes it seriously enough. She's only 25 years old. Somebody posted as my heater kicks on. Somebody posted somebody posted a video today on Twitter of a documentary that was done over in the UK about her and her family and how she got her WWE contract, and she was only 18 years old. She was only 18 years old when she got signed over there, or 18 or 19. So she's been in the company for most of her adult life. Maybe she has more growing up to do. My thing is, if it's going to be more healthy for her, I think, to stay with WWE, because if she, she's under contract to him first of all, so it's kind of like a Daniel Bryan situation now. They could pretty much do what they really want with her. They could keep her at home. They can have her do commentary. They can have her as an agent. I would like to see her maybe as a trainer or something down in NXT. Because while they won't clear her to go to full ring competition, maybe she could still train people. But it's going to be curious to see what happens with Paige. I'm sad. I'm saddened by the news because, again, I enjoyed her work. But yeah, that's a major, major story right there, especially with the Women's Royal Rumble coming up. Another PW Insider is reporting that Evolve booker Gabe Sapolsky will be signing a deal with WWE as a consultant. Sapolsky has been working on a handshake agreement with WWE for months, specifically at the NXT tapings. Sapolsky will retain his positions and responsibility with the World Wrestling Network and Evolve, which seems understandable given the relationship between WWN and WWE. Look, they needed to make this official. My opinion is they needed to make this official a long time ago, guys. It's been a long time coming with these two. And who knows, maybe this will help the product a little bit. Maybe this will help NXT. Do I think he's going to be a more full-on member of the writing team or a consultant for the main roster? No. Do I want him to be? No. He gets swallowed up and gobbled up, and no. He needs to stay in NXT. He needs to stay, helping Triple H out. A little bit of movie news here for you. The Hollywood Reporter coming out today and saying that the X-Men shake up over at Fox. Because now that I said Fox, Disney is owning Fox. Let me make this clear. The deal is, it takes about 18 months for the government to check out the deal, make sure it's not a monopoly or whatever. So until the deal actually goes through, government-wise, Fox still has business as usual. So Fox is shaking up the release of its X-Men movies, giving Deadpool 2, the New Mutants movie, and Gambit new opening dates, if that Gambit movie ever happens. Deadpool is moving up 2 weeks from June 1st to May 18th, which is, I believe, is that when the Avengers come out? Oh, man. Let me check on that here. May 4th. So it's like... golly, the month of May is going to be busy for me in movies. So you got May 4th. 2 weeks later, Deadpool comes out. And then a week after Deadpool is the Han Solo movie. Oof. Ooh, get your movie tickets ready, America. So the move puts the movie up against Sony's Slender Man movie. Oh, God, that's going to... Deadpool 2 is going to murder Slender Man at the box office. It's 1 week before Disney's Solo, A Star Wars Story. It's a strategic play, as even second weeks have been exceptionally strong for Star Wars. The Last Jedi just earned $71 million in its second weekend alone. The New Mutants movie, which is a horror movie, which is a new take on the superhero genre in general. They're doing a horror movie, and if you haven't seen the trailer for it, it looks pretty good. That gets pushed back 10 months. It's jumping from April 13th of this year to February 22nd of 2019. Obviously, they're playing off the fact that February has been good to Deadpool, or was good to Deadpool last year. So who knows? Maybe we can. Maybe we'll expect a good horror movie. And the reason why they did it from February 22nd to 2019 is the Gambit movie. Gambit has been littered with director after director after director. Channing Tatum has signed on to play Gambit, and this movie is just cursed. It lost Gore Verbinski. He exited this past Thursday. It's on the search, I believe, for its fifth director. Its fifth director. Look, at this point, I agree with what the folks at Collider said on Movie Talk today. Just let Channing Tatum direct it. Just let Channing Tatum direct it. Why not? So that gets pushed from February 14th, 2019 to June 7th, 2019. Yeah, they pushed it back a few more months while they find another director. And if they don't find another director in another 4 months, it's going to get pushed back to probably, July or August. And they're going to keep pushing this thing back until this, what I fear is happening is that they're going to push this thing back until the Disney deal kicks in, and the Disney's going to look at it and go, it's been in, production hell for almost 3 years now, 2 or 3 years now. Just forget about it. It's not happening. We'll stick Gambit into a random X-Men movie, and that'll be it, or an Avengers movie, and that'll be it. Studio insiders believe the project, which is described as a heavy comedic tone revolving around a heist, will do better as a summer Marvel movie. Ooh, comedic heist for Gambit. I don't know about that one. I really don't know about that one. But that's some of the stories that struck my eye today here, folks. A lot of stuff going on in the wrestling world. A lot of stuff going on in the entertainment world. Terrence Marsh, who is a 2-time Oscar-winning art director, has died at 86, so rest in peace to him. So there's a lot of stuff going on here. I got to tell you guys, there's a lot of crap being flying around. I'm going to CWF Mid-Atlantic tomorrow. I'm excited for that show, surprisingly. I don't know if I should be this excited for it. I don't know if any of all the fans of CWF share in my excitement for it. I should say I'm going there today because it's like 12:41 on Saturday morning when I'm recording this. So technically it is Saturday. But I'm excited to go to NXT tomorrow, see what's going to happen, see what's not going to happen. I'm excited to see my friends, like the American Lucha guys there, and shake their hands to say hello because I haven't seen them since Battlecade. But yeah, that's just a quick little update for me and all the things going on here around the internet as far as wrestling and movies. I'm probably, not going to be doing another thing here on YouTube until the unofficial CWF Mid-Atlantic After Show, unless something breaks the wrestling Twitter or wrestling internet again that I have to cover. But yeah, so I would like to thank you guys so much for watching this. Be sure to hit the like button or hit the subscribe button if you're interested in keeping this channel afloat and keeping me coming back for more here. There's donation links below. We certainly appreciate it. Your patronage there. I'm thinking about opening up a Patreon. I don't know if I should open up a Patreon. I'll leave that up to you guys. Should I open up a Patreon? Let me know what you think about that in the comments below. And yeah, we will see you Wednesday night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern.